Hello everyone. Question is a company uses Microsoft SQL Server on Amazon RDS in a multi-AZ deployment as the database engine for its application. The company was recently acquired by another company. A database specialist must rename the database to follow a new naming standard. Which combination of steps should the database specialist take to rename the database? Choose two options. Option A, turn off automatic snapshots for the DB instance. Rename the database with the rdsadmin.dbo.rds underscore modify underscore db underscore name stored procedure. Turn on the automatic snapshots. Option B, turn off multi-AZ for the DB instance. Rename the database with the rdsadmin.dbo.rds underscore modify underscore db underscore name stored procedure. Turn on multi-AZ mirroring. Option C, delete all existing snapshots for the DB instance. Use the rdsadmin.dbo.rds underscore modify underscore db underscore name stored procedure. Option D, update the application with the new database connection string. Option E, update the DNS record for the DB instance. Correct answer is option B and option D. Question is, an online advertising website uses an Amazon DynamoDB table with on-demand capacity mode as its data store. The website also has a DynamoDB accelerator DAX cluster in the same VPC as its web application server. The application needs to perform infrequent writes and many strongly consistent reads from the data store by querying the DAX cluster. During a performance audit, a systems administrator notices that the application can look up items by using the DAX cluster. However, the query cache hits metric for the DAX cluster consistently shows 0 while the query cache misses metric continuously keeps growing in Amazon CloudWatch. What is the most likely reason for this occurrence? Option A VPC endpoint was not added to access DynamoDB. Option B, strongly consistent reads are always passed through DAX to DynamoDB. Option C, DynamoDB is scaling due to a burst in traffic resulting in degraded performance. Option D, a VPC endpoint was not added to access CloudWatch. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, a company's e-commerce website uses Amazon DynamoDB for purchase orders. Each order is made up of a customer ID and an order ID. The DynamoDB table uses the customer ID as the partition key and the order ID as the sort key. To meet a new requirement, the company also wants the ability to query the table by using a third attribute named invoice ID. Queries using the invoice ID must be strongly consistent. A database specialist must provide this capability with optimal performance and minimal overhead. What should the database administrator do to meet these requirements? Option A, add a global secondary index on invoice ID to existing table. Option B, add a local secondary index on invoice ID to the existing table. Option C, recreate the table by using the latest snapshot while adding a local secondary index on invoice ID. Option D, use the partition key and a filter expression parameter with a filter on invoice ID for all queries. Correct answer is option C. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe.